so I'm outside the chippy. I see this bloke, he's not got his mask on. And I'm like, bro, what you doing? It's a bloke pandemic out here. Folks are dying, yeah? And so I'm leaving the chippy, and the lady behind the counter is like, hey, you gotta put your mask on, boy. And he's like, yeah. And so I go out to my car. I see him go back to his car, and you won't know what he does. He gets a bloody mask. He puts it on, and I swear, halfway to the door, takes the mask off, and he's just holding it. And I'm like, hey, bro, your mask goes on your face, right? And he's like, yeah, like this, then. And I'm like, yeah, like that. And he's like, you gonna do something about it? Mind your fucking business. Hey, put your fucking mask on. Fucking sodden wank. Wait, are we live? Oh, we're recording. Okay, all right, never mind. We're recording.
Yeah, we're on.
Oh, let me. We'll get my. Gotta get. Oh.
Yeah, turn that American accent back on.
That's all right.
Dude.
Sorry,
Don't blow your cover.
Yeah, shit. Shut up. Welcome to the Instant Conversation Podcast. I'm Nelson Crawford. I'm here with Sandra Cook.
Hey, everybody.
Fuck.
So you said you'd be on a loaded docket.
Man, this might be a real therapy episode for me.
Let's go.
Because
we haven't had one of those in 4 days.
So it's no secret here that we record these like a week in advance or whatever.
Yeah.
And so after we recorded on Friday, today's Monday, by the way. After we recorded on Friday, it might not be Monday for you. I don't care.
It doesn't matter. Time is an illusion.
Yeah, so we recorded on Friday. I go home Friday night thinking, I'll just do a little bit of work on my computer for the channel, all that stuff.
Yeah.
And I open up,
intentions.
Yeah, open up all my shit. And then I just fucking, pop into Twitter for a second, just see what's going on. And they're like, hey, Chadwick Boseman's dead. And I'm like, wait, no.
That was the first.
Are you fucking kidding me? And so I'm like, thinking like, this is a fucking prank. There's no fucking way.
Yeah,
I'm going through it, and I'm like, it's like fucking coming in that like, yo, no, that's real. That's fucking real.
That is such a big fucking loss, dude. That is such a huge one.
Shit. Dude, man.
And it really fucking sucks because, like, the cultural relevance of Black Panther is no joke.
He's been in, like, all the movies that he's done have had fucking cultural relevance.
Yeah.
But it's like, Black Panther, that shit was fucking, that was...
I mean, that to me just, I mean, as somebody, like, I'm not big on those Marvel movies, and I'm not a huge nerd about this stuff or whatever.
That's the thing. You don't even have to like superhero movies to want to see Black Panther.
It's just the idea, like,
rules.
I understand the concept of, like, identifying with your heroes. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's the reason She-Ra was important. It's the reason there's a different superhero for everybody.
Yeah,
you know
so it's like with these, for kids especially.
Yeah.
Because...
all these little black boys and girls have got to be Black Panther. You know what I mean? Instead of being, I'm Black Batman. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was like, I'm fucking Black Panther. Like,
yeah, dude.
And it really, it was a huge impact to the whole community and everything. And yeah, dude, it was crazy. It was died of colon cancer. He's fucking 43 years old.
That freaks me fuck out. That freaks me out so bad.
It's fucking crazy.
I hate that this keeps being a theme.
And he had it for 4 fucking years, dude. He had that shit for 4 years. Nobody fucking knew about it.
And he's got movie star healthcare.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
you
fucking
know?
sometimes you just can't beat death, and it's fucking crazy.
Yeah, dude.
It really put me in a real bad place because
we were like texting later that night, and it was
because
it went sad vibes.
It went from me wanting to work on stuff to me just fucking like watching TV, just fucking getting drunk as shit, trying to like stay off the internet.
Well, it's kind of how I've reacted when Michael Brooks passed away. Last month. It was
that's I was thinking about that too.
Completely flipped my mood completely over, and I was out of my head for like a weekend. Yeah. You know what I mean? And fucking
and I don't know. It made me think about like just everybody else that has just been dying. Dude.
And what drives me crazy is these are great people who impact the culture in a really amazing way.
And they're just
blinks of an eye.
Yeah.
And then people like Mitch McConnell and Donald Trump live forever.
They fucking live forever.
They're like
it's
80 fucking years
crazy.
old. Like, it's not fair.
Yeah,
dude. It's not okay.
It sucks.
It's like, I always like the theoretical about like all these people who died too young and like how much better the world would be if they were still here.
I mean, even down to like the people that I know that like I've lost and shit. Like it fucking sucks.
I mean,
like I told you like a week or so ago, just like out of nowhere, I found out one of my old friends from the bars just is dead now. And like,
you just find out.
I think she was only like 45, which is just like, what the fuck, dude? Yeah, man, it's crazy. Like, I mean, and it's been roughly a little over a year since my friend George fucking died, and like fucking just all that shit coming around, mentally was just like I was fucked up, dude. It wasn't good. And like Saturday, I didn't get out of bed till like maybe like 5:30 or like 6 o'clock. I kind of did a similar
thing. I was just chilling
like,
that day.
I was just down bad. Like I didn't know what else to do, and so I went to where my buddy George is buried and just chilled out there for a little bit because like I had to get straight, like that's I had to just fucking.
You got to meditate sometimes.
Yeah, dude.
Man. Just get in touch with the reality of the world.
Yeah.
And things. Yeah.
So went back there and just kind of like vibed out for a little bit and. Got into a better headspace and, went and picked up like a Publix sub, just to get a sandwich, just kind of relax. And so,
Those are good fucking subs, by the way.
Yeah, dude, they are.
Publix has
it's so good.
Good bread, good deli meat,
And so, like, after that, I hopped in Discord with Shaq from Good Brother Gaming, and
cool.
we watched some MMA fights with some of his friends.
It
put me in somewhat of a better mood, but it's like as soon as that was over, as much as that sucks, it's like as soon as that was over, I'm like sitting at my desk, just like.
Well, that's
so.
I mean,
what
sometimes
what do I do now?
I mean, like shit can be so crushing, man.
Yeah, it was just right back there,
and it's one after another these days.
Yeah,
like it's we don't even get a break anymore. It seems like it's been that way since like 2012 or 13. Just rapid fire.
Yeah, just fucking
cool people dying.
People just going down and down.
Robin Williams. I mean, oh my god, there's so many. Fucking Carrie Fisher over the, just fucking. I could go on and on.
David
Bowie.
Bourdain.
My god, yeah, like all of just recently. Fucking, the last 8 years have been a shit show, man.
Kamala the Ugandan giant.
Fuck, man. So yeah, that's R.I.P. to Chadwick Boseman and everyone else. And
yeah, man. Yeah,
just
we couldn't. I didn't want to like force myself to like try and get this onto like one of the last episodes. I'm like, what, let me if I'm gonna take the time to like give myself a weekend to think about this, then I'm not gonna like rush, fitting in on a podcast that's already been recorded.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I wish I had more to say about it, but I just
it's fine. You don't even have to.
The one thing I saw that kind of twisted my gears a little bit was fucking they're already talking about who's gonna play him in the next movie.
Yeah,
it's like, shut up! Don't do that.
That's the shit that I tune out. Like those kind of people that think like, I'm not sad that somebody died. It's like, oh, fucking congratulations!
Yeah, great job. You don't have a soul.
Yeah, it's like congratulations. You're an asshole. Like. What do you have to gain from that is what I don't know.
They just have this fucked up sense of superiority from not caring about other people.
Yeah.
It's the no mask people are the same type of vibe. It's very much like a conservative, like reactionary mindset where it's like if it doesn't affect you personally, you just don't give a fuck. And it's like,
I mean, as
long as I still get a fucking Avengers movie, it's fine.
I was joking before about how I fucking was yelling at that dude outside the shop, about his fucking mask.
Yeah, that's just, all the same type of people say I don't want to pay taxes for healthcare or for education. It's like, why not? You want a stupid society? Come on, man.
I know Chadwick Boseman didn't die from corona or whatever.
Right,
but
right.
Like, I don't know. It just kind of capped that off of just like, you know what? Yeah, because I've been thinking about it for a while. Of just like, you know what? If I see somebody that's not wearing a mask, I'm just not going there. But now it's just like, you know what, dude? If you're out here not wearing a mask, it's fucking on site, my dude.
I mean,
like,
you're causing real problems.
Yeah, it's like, I'm gonna fucking let you know right now. And like, you fucking look at me. I'm not a big imposing guy. I'm like 5'8".
I wouldn't want to scrap with you though.
You know? Oh no,
No.
You don't.
No.
You don't. But yeah, it's like, dude, fuck it. You want to have a dust up with me because you don't want to put on a mask? Fucking weigh it out, brother. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, like, because people. Like, it's already disgusting that we have, like, we're at, like, 170,000 confirmed deaths just from coronavirus.
Crazy!
But if you compare the number of deaths, like, just overall deaths compared from this year to last year, there's 200,000 more. So you can assume there's, like, 30,000 people who died just because they were afraid to go to the hospital,
just imagine
or because of things that had to do with coronavirus.
Imagine the numbers that haven't been reported.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah,
God.
we're sitting at least 200,000 dead Americans because people would say, my freedoms, my mask. And these same people are fucking outraged that we want to, like, have a law that makes sure that crazy people don't buy guns.
I'm just waiting for that thing to kick in where the karma finally, like, flips the other way, and all these evil old motherfuckers that are out here not wearing masks and going to these parties at the White House and shit.
Been a lot of stories of those folks getting real sick.
Yeah, which I fucking bring on the fucking exodus of those motherfuckers.
There was that big Bikers for Trump rally in Florida a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, same shit with Sturgis, dude. It's just like, fuck it, get them out of here.
Spreading it all over the place.
Fucking racist motorcycle fucking junkies. Get them the fuck out of here.
You guys
and their gross wives.
Yeah, y'all get each other sick and get out of the way. And
they're all orange and leathery.
Yeah.
Have you seen biker women?
Yes. Yeah. I grew up in Florida, remember?
I mean, I know this sounds a little bit hypocritical.
The Orlando
for me.
to Tampa pipeline is,
it sounds a little bit hypocritical for me because I love Sons of Anarchy and Mayans, but it's just like, no, a lot of those people in real life are garbage people. Dude.
Yeah, that's kind of the thing. Is like
fucking methed out fucking ex-Marines.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Who like to ride motorcycles.
Yeah, it's like it's not as romantic of a scene as they make it out. They're not like chivalrous, like like they make themselves out to be like the last remnants of like the Wild West, and maybe that's true. But like, let's not forget the Wild West was also super fucking racist.
Also very racist. Let's not forget any of that.
Just that fucking John Wayne cowboy was also saying problematic shit, beating up women.
That makes me think of this TikTok thing I saw where it's like this guy who was just like how women think guys from the 50s were, and it was like some like soft Leo DiCaprio looking dude, and it was like how guys really were, and he's like, what? They don't have any more gin? What are you looking at? Like, smacks the camera. It's just like, that's...
Yeah.
People romanticizing the 50s. It's that meme. We still got milkshakes and racism. Like, it's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. You still get a cheeseburger and a milkshake. And you can say the N-word to your friends. You'll be an asshole if we find out about it. That's all. That's, And now there's cameras everywhere, so they shut up.
Yeah, I don't know. I was kind of iffy about doing this podcast because I was super depressed this week.
Oh yeah, I had a similar. Like, I was bummed out all day Saturday. I basically spent all day yesterday just trying to be normal. You know what I mean? It got super hammered.
And then I saw I don't know why the internet does things to me. I saw that picture of like all those like celebrities that like killed themselves and pictures of them like smiling and shit. And it's like, this is what depression looks like, and I'm just like. Like, I'm trying, internet. Like, can you fucking give me a second?
The tears of a clown thing is real, though, man.
I know. And like,
we live it, man.
And I fucking, it sucks because it's like, like, I don't want people to be more worried about me because it's like, I'm going to go do a podcast and try to cheer myself up a bit, you know? Like,
sure.
Because it's like, I've been fucking sitting in my dark-ass room all weekend, fucking... not really knowing what time it is because these fucking blackout curtains and shit. And, like...
You're, like, in a time capsule.
Yeah, pretty much, dude. Like, I get up, turn on my fucking desk light, and it lights up the whole room, and it's like, oh, it's like I've been in a pod this whole fucking time. Yeah.
That's kind of... This office has a similar vibe if I'm not careful.
It makes me think of, like, the whole spaceship theory that I had, like, this time that I was on acid, where I was, like it's it's been happening mainly a lot because it's like whenever I do acid, a lot of the times I'm in one place.
Okay.
And it gives me this like spaceship mindset
where you're like locked in.
Of just like, yeah, this is where we are.
Yeah.
Like the first time it happened was out in my old studio shed out back, and like I was doing like I felt like you watch Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah.
It like you know like the scenes where they're just like chilling around like the ship and it's not
in
like
the spaceship.
Yeah, it's not like the biggest thing. Like it's a little bit cramped, but you can tell it's comfortable.
That's I love the scenes in Empire Strikes Back where they're just hanging out on the Millennium Falcon.
Yeah, dude.
For that same reason.
That's how it felt. Like I'm in my whole shed studio. I've got everything I need.
Yeah.
You know, I'd walk around. You know, maybe like take a drink. You know, go take a piss somewhere. Fucking walking around this thing, and like I came out at like 7 a.m. when the sun was coming up while I was coming down, and I was just like, yeah, that was cool.
Yeah.
And like the same thing happened like the most recent time that I did acid with Sydney and this other couple we were hanging out with. Wasn't anything like that.
Sure.
Like
couples hang out in non-sexual ways all the time.
Exactly.
I like that you felt like you had to say that.
I mean, because I normalize a lot of shit. I feel like sometimes I've gotta, like.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, and so like, out of nowhere at like 3 a.m. it's like, you guys want to do acid? We're like, sure. And it's like we're just in.
That's an interesting decision to make at 3 a.m.
Yeah, we're just in my friend's living room. Just tripping balls, just fucking, just laughing at whatever's on TV. I got feeling. Heated about
acid is way better that euphoric feeling.
Dude,
right?
yeah, I got fucking heated watching like I don't know what came on, but it was some like cooking documentary of like this dude like making bread, and I was like, these fucking filmmakers, the fucking state of your cheap ass fucking. You know how easy it is to make baking bread look good? You just get some fucking 4mm film, you throw some flour in the air, have a little sunlight coming through the back window, all this, it's just you get a very round man.
You're like offended at their quality of this fucking
I'm just
video.
Like, you motherfuckers just put all the staples in here, didn't you?
It's like they went down a list.
Just like
paint by numbers.
Yeah, just round Italian man, some nice yeast, a very floury cutting board.
Was it like were there lots of like slow motion shots of it rising and like time lapse of it rising?
Just flour in the air, and it's it's just yeah.
That's
and so
awesome.
I'm just tripping balls, just like, do you guys?
Did he slice it in half when it was done? So
dude,
you could really see the crust.
Oh man. Yeah, they got the close up of like just. And you're like, ah.
Now I want bread. Now I just want a fucking loaf of bread.
And so I was just like,
That's so fucking funny.
Having a full ass TED talk about how I have a problem with how good this is.
How you should be.
And they're just like,
how dare they have gone to film school and done everything correctly.
I was like, these fucking film school grad student ass motherfuckers.
That's so fucking funny.
And they're just letting me go. And then it's just like, this is.
But going back to the spaceship thing, man, it's like that's kind of always been like. I watch Empire Strikes Back and just see Han Solo chilling with Chewbacca and like he's got Princess Leia with him, and it's just like. This is like the ideal life. It's like
dude.
He's got a pretty cool bachelor pad. He's got a really cool pet in Chewbacca. You know what I mean?
Well, Chewbacca's not even a pet.
He's like a pet
partner.
He's like a pet and a homie. You know what I mean?
Chewbacca's full on homie.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's I don't know. It's George Lucas even says he's based on his dog and like the way he talks like that's what Rocco does. You know what
Rocco.
I mean? Yeah. But it's like if Rocco got on his hind legs and could learn to drive a car, he'd basically be Chewbacca, and that's cool with me.
Yeah. Actually, if he'd look more like General Grievous since he's like a greyhound.
Sure, yeah.
Or fucking Great Dane or whatever. But, he's a big he's a giant dog.
Either way, so whatever you want to call him, it's a cool roommate. He's got the princess with him, and it's like, and his cool apartment is also a super cool car that goes fast as fuck. It's like it's every boy's dream all at once. Oh, my apartment and car is also a spaceship. And I'm a rebel smuggler. Xander. He sells drugs for Jabba the Hutt. Dude,
Xander. Have you ever You ever owned a Winnebago in the festival scene? Because that makes you a modern day Han Solo.
That's about as close as I can get.
You're driving around a camper. You're selling drugs at EDM festivals.
Shit.
We could go be Han Solos like tomorrow. Well, no, festivals aren't happening.
Yeah.
We could. Shit, we could have done that.
We could have done that, man. We could have been Han Solo.
We could have invested in guns. We could have got a Winnebago.
Yeah, dude. I could pull the Chewie look off just fine. Grow a beard and just.
Did you ever see Solo?
No, I never watched that.
Dude, I don't know. People were unfair to that movie. It wasn't bad.
I feel like the expectations are too high.
I like
That's kind of my problem with it. The reason I haven't watched it yet is because I know what I want out of a movie about Han Solo. And I feel like if I get anything besides that, I'm going to be...
exactly what you want.
I'm going to be a Star Wars fan guy.
Just an entitled ass. Just an entitled ass Star Wars fan.
I'm afraid I'm going to do that. So, because I've definitely...
this isn't exactly what I wanted.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I felt that way. I felt that way about the new Disney sequels, except for Rogue One. Yeah.
Really? Rogue One was when you were like...
Rogue One is fucking good, dude.
Rogue One's the worst out of all.
No, you were just objectively wrong about that. It's the coolest one. It's not about the Skywalker family, which is awesome. It's got actual drama. There's everyone dies.
No, dude.
Like, I think it's so much cooler. It's such a darker story.
Dude,
whatever, dude.
Okay, no, there's nothing wrong with liking Rogue One.
I think it's the best Star Wars since Empire.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I think it's better than the prequels, and it's better than any of the Disney ones.
Talk about a hot take here.
I don't think I'm alone in saying that, dude. I think a lot of people like Rogue One the best, but it doesn't matter. I don't know jack shit about movies, so who cares, I watch Robin Hood Men in Tights, just because that's a movie I like.
This is like the third podcast you brought up that movie.
I know, because that's the last movie I watched, and I watch movies once every 4 months, and so it's like...
The last movie I watched.
I'm done. Now it's just Samurai Pizza Cats, Samurai Pizza Cats 30th anniversary.
Is that what's happening?
Yeah.
Is that why it's playing in the background?
I'm into it again, I wanted to... So, you heard about that from some friends. You didn't grow up with the Pizza Cats. What's a weird-ass cartoon that you grew up with that, no one would know about, but if they did, you would think they were fucking cool? You gotta have something like that.
Okay, I got a couple actually.
Yeah, go deep.
So
I'm talking
there's the show My Gym Partner's a Monkey. That was really good.
I feel like you said it, and I feel like I heard the theme song, but I'm not sure if I'm just making it up in my own.
My gym partner's a monkey, 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 monkey.
Yes.
My gym partner's a monkey.
I remember I would see that after school and when I'm getting stoned and turning my stereo on and just be on. Yeah,
was
that's
so
a good
tight.
One. All right.
That show, Camp Lazlo, was great. They didn't have good enough run. Fucking Robot Jones. Do you remember Robot Jones?
I don't remember Robot Jones.
It was
cool name.
It was very short. It was a very short-lived thing. Man, okay, this is a more well-known thing, but just because I feel like the show doesn't get talked about enough. This show Chowder. Fuck, that show is amazing.
Chowder, the one where everything's food. Yeah.
And
I loved that show.
The shit they do with the patterns, where it's the characters move, but it's they're moving through the patterns.
Yeah, the pattern stays static and the character moves over it.
Yeah, I mean I don't know if I've told this story before on the podcast, but it's I was. Oh, here's another story about Nelson doing acid.
Yeah, if you're hallucinating and you see that effect done, it's amazing.
Yeah, I was watching it with this girl I was seeing and a roommate, and we're just watching it, just fuck.
Yeah, Chowder's a great acid
cartoon. And then after the first little 15-minute segment, the girl just gets up. She's like, "I cannot deal with this childish shit." Walks out, and we're like, "Yeah, sure, that's what it is."
Should rage quit Chowder.
It's this show fucked with you.
It's too childish.
Oh, but it's too childish. We just died laughing because we're just oh, okay.
That's fucking excellent. That's so cool. It's
it's a good parachute to have of just this is dumb.
This is childish. I'm stupid.
It's just putting your brain through cartwheels.
That happened to me one time. I was on shrooms with some buddies. This was my UFC buddies from back in my college
UFC
days.
Friends are either great or the worst.
They were cool kids. They were they both one of them was way more into it. I mentioned them before. The one who would get a $20 worth of Taco Bell and like house it in the time that it took me to eat one taco. Like the kid was a monster, but
he's accumulating mass.
Yeah, no, he was fit too. It was scary. Like so they would like train together. One of them was more into it, and then the other dude would play guitar. So we jammed together, and it was like good times, you know, gaming and getting stuff.
Oh yeah.
And so we did shrooms one night. And, you know, they're starting to kick in, and they think it's a good idea to put on a Dream Theater DVD.
Oh, fuck. Have they ever seen one of those?
They're apparently fans. And, yeah, I mean, I don't know, dude. Dream Theater, it's like... And I like Final Fantasy, but they're like the Final Fantasy of bands. It's just overwrought and pretentious.
Have you ever watched a Final Fantasy movie?
Fuck. Bad.
Oh,
bad.
I bought my brother Advent Children for Christmas, and like we sat down and watched it like that night, and we're both just like
even the fight scenes are stupid in that movie.
Yeah, we're just like, what the fuck is happening in this? Like we're like, I know everybody in here, but what?
Yeah.
What?
So when Dream Theater's up there just acting ridiculous and the shrooms are kicking in and I just, you know, I want to start mocking them, but it's like not even. It's you just see the guy with the 9-string bass and fucking the guitar player with those huge fucking guns and like nothing else. He's just like all arms and guitar, and fucking he takes a solo at one point. He does the thing where he puts his fucking leg up on the monitor speaker and just like, you know, doing that finger tapping bullshit, and like I'm like. That's about the moment that I peaked, and I'm just like seeing it, and I felt like it was going on forever, and then it would only stop if I left. And so, like, that's what my brain was doing. I'm like, he's never gonna stop doing this. I have to go. And I just left my buddy's apartment, and like, I like went and walked down the block, and like there was like a restaurant with like a fake lake nearby, so I like went and sat by a bush by this artificial pond and just like looked at the water and the lights. I'm just like, fucking Dream Theater, man. And eventually my friends came and found me, and like we kept chilling, but
it's not gonna stop unless I leave.
I have to leave, or he's just gonna keep doing this. I'm never gonna escape Dream Theater. Yeah, I don't like Dream Theater, man. Like, it's just the nerdiest, most overwrought music, and it's like, it's one of those things when like somebody gets so talented they forget
how to be good at something. Yeah. No, that's. I think that
like,
I was
Gordon
afraid
Ramsay's
that,
grilled cheese.
Yeah,
man.
I was
like,
afraid that's what happened to me with music, where it's like I finally cracked it and started getting good at it.
Yeah.
And then everything that I started making, I just felt like was like hacky ass bullshit, and I'm just like,
that's kind
boy.
of, you know, that's the risk you run.
I
know
really
I know a lot of musicians who, you know, they've gone to the schools, they've learned all the stuff, and they just kind of.
Yeah.
Again, it's like paint by numbers. You know what I mean? You kind of know what they're gonna do every time. And I'm not like a genius who always plays some different wild shit. You know what I mean? I'm pretty much a pentatonic blues guy, but at the same time, it's like
really, I couldn't tell by your collection.
Yeah, by my stupid blues guitars.
Yeah,
but,
I had no idea.
But I didn't spend $50,000 going to fucking school to do that. I spent that on the
guitars,
which I can sell. You can't sell your college education.
Well, you can. It's called getting a job.
No, that's backwards.
Exactly. That's the point. Can we talk a little bit more about these Final Fantasy movies, though?
Yeah.
Because they're really bad.
Did you see the first one from the 90s?
No.
Spirits Within or whatever?
Oh, wait. Is that the one with the robots and shit from space?
It literally has nothing to do with Final Fantasy.
Oh, God, that movie. Oh.
It's not even thematically similar to any of the games.
I thought that movie came out way later than it did.
No, it came out like 99.
Really?
Like I think so. I'm going to fact check that.
It looks amazing for 99.
That was the thing. They were really flexing that Square was like an animation company at that point. And that was kind of, you know, the reason Final Fantasy 7, 8, and 9 were so good was because they had those great cutscenes.
Yeah, I mean, state of it for 99. God damn. Because Advent Children came out like 03 or something?
Yeah, I think no. Yeah, that sounds right. Okay, so 2001, but
still.
That's
shit.
You know, 45% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Dude, Spirits Within is
budget $137 million, box office $85 million.
Isn't that movie like 2.5 hours long?
It's super long, and I mean, did you hear that? They lost $50 million.
Oh my god!
They spent $137 million and they made $85 million on that.
Oh god damn it!
And so they did amazing work, but it's just so uncanny valley. It's so like not quite there. You
yeah,
know what I mean?
It's like
I think Alec Baldwin is one of the voice actors.
Yes, Alec Baldwin is one of the voice actors.
And it's just jarring and strange.
Like, why is Alec Baldwin in a Final Fantasy movie?
Like none of it makes sense. And like the hype train behind it was so funny too, because like I remember, like they had the fucking.
That'd be like seeing Clint Eastwood in a Final Fantasy movie. Like, wait. No, these two. No, what?
Well, and it's just extra baffling because they have all these like this back catalog of stories that fans would identify with.
Yeah, but then they go with one that nobody knows.
They just make up this entirely new thing that's weird as fuck. And I guess maybe the idea was it'll sell to American audiences, but that didn't happen. That didn't fucking happen at all.
No, it didn't.
Yeah,
we all laughed at it.
Yeah,
we all looked and said, "You can't put that in your movie."
If they had literally just done like a condensed I mean, they could probably condense this Final Fantasy VII plot to like a trilogy of movies similar to Star Wars.
Yeah, they probably could.
And it would sell 1 million.
But guess what? They're not that smart.
They're just not. It took them this long to make the fucking remake.
Yeah.
It's fucking insane, dude.
It's just crazy. Like, again, it's like, how are you so good at this that you're this bad at it?
You're that bad at it.
Like, this looks amazing, but God, is it shit.
Like, and they've been sitting on Chrono Trigger for decades, too. It's like,
they could have made that movie.
You know, and just, just polish the graphics up on the game,
yeah,
you know?
I was talking about it to a dude on stream, like last week. And I was like, it wasn't really for me. And he was like, oh, Chrono Trigger, they get a remake for that yet? And I was like, nope. And he's like, oh, that's why I haven't played it.
Yeah, we're just doing the 16-bit ass version of it.
Yeah, it's like, oh, you want to play a Final Fantasy Pokemon game?
Yeah. Yeah. That's kind of like, and that's the thing. Even like, well, fucking.
It's a good game.
No, it's a classic game, but it's of its era, and there's a reason the shit needs to be updated. I mean, even music gets remastered every couple of years, you know.
Yeah, I don't know how they haven't gone back on Chrono Trigger.
Well,
I need to.
It's to me, it's just common sense for any of these companies. Like fucking, Nintendo is almost a good example of this, but they do it too slowly. Where they did like the whole what was it? Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee thing.
Oh yeah, that shit.
That was just a remake of Pokemon Yellow with more stuff and better graphics. Yeah, that's all it is.
I thought it was like a remake of that Pokemon game where Pokemon Safari.
No,
where you go around and just take pictures.
No. That's coming out soon though.
I thought that was
they're doing a remake of Pokemon Snap, which
game.
I'm stoked about that, dude. I'm gonna be playing a ton of Pokemon Snap remake when it comes out.
I mean, I shouldn't be surprised since you're that into Animal Crossing.
Oh, you just get stoned and take pictures. It's fun and cute. Who cares, dude? But
you mean like I do in real life? I just get stoned and take pictures.
Yeah, exactly. But with Pokemon instead of real life. But yeah, that game is basically it's you start in Pallet Town. It's the whole thing. Gary's your rival. It's the whole fucking thing.
Okay.
And so that's all they have to do with any of these old games. If you just went through the entire Square Enix catalog and just HD graphics, updated character models, and like maybe make the plot make a little bit more sense because they did the Japanese to American translation of the 80s in some of these games. But
hit the button for that.
Yeah. Cue up some bad voiceovers from the 90s.
God, those were bad.
Oh man. That's part of why I know we're gonna do some Resident Evil soon, and as stoked as I am to try the remakes that are all HD, because they did that with 2 and 3 are HD remakes on PS4.
Shit.
Yeah, I
didn't know that.
Yeah, they don't have the jarring, shitty 90s controls anymore or any of that shit. But they also redid the voice acting and everything like that. And one of my favorite things of old Resident Evil games is just bad voice acting, dude. Just like, Carl, what are you doing? Don't go in there. And then, like that's the sound you would make if a zombie's biting you. Oh no! I'm being eaten alive. Guys, it's a zombie guy eating me.
Oh snap!
Awesome.
It's a zombie. All right, I found the thread. I was looking for the thread for this Belle Thorne thing.
Oh yeah.
Because
let's dive in on Bella. That's just.
And I hate coming down on women.
Once again, we are a sex worker positive podcast, and that's why we're coming down on Bella Thorne.
But that's the thing about Bella Thorne. She's not that though.
Yeah.
She likes to dress up as that. But she's not that.
Well,
she's a fucking Hollywood actor who's just not that good at it.
And she got on OnlyFans?
Yeah, so she gets on OnlyFans and made $1 million in a day.
That's fucking crazy, dude.
Okay, but
I know so many women who have been like forced to get on OnlyFans just because times are tough right now.
But here's the problem. Here's where it gets bad.
Yeah.
So she sends out a $200 pay-to-view message that she claimed was a nude photo. And when the people paid to open it, they got fucking scammed, my dude. Because it was basically just her in lingerie. And so people were just like, what the fuck? I just paid $200.
Did she explicitly say it was a nude? And then did
she was like, this pay-to-view message is nude. And when subscribers paid to open it, it was just a lingerie photo.
Isn't
and
that
so yeah, they
blatant fraud? Shouldn't all that money go back to the people?
They got scammed, and a bunch of people asked for their money back. And so basically, to prevent such like a massive like chargeback and lose a bunch of money, the OnlyFans had to change their policy. So now the maximum price for a pay-to-view message is $50.
That's fucked.
And the maximum you can tip after that is $100. So you could probably set, I don't know what you could set it to before, but apparently she set it to $200, and I'm sure motherfuckers were tipping. So now you can only set it to $50, and a motherfucker can only tip you $100.
I had heard that.
And no, it gets worse because with that, the money that you get from OnlyFans is pending for 30 days to prevent fraud.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
And
fucking crazy. It used to be just like a week or so, but now it's a fucking month before you get your OnlyFans payout.
That's fucking crazy, dude. I had heard on another podcast that it was a sex worker who had called into the show, and she said that it was something like $1,500 or $2,000 was the former cap. Because women were doing like crazy custom photos.
Yeah.
You know, if a dude says I want this, 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 and this, and I'll pay you $2,000 for it, it might take you a day to set up that photo shoot. You might have to take a couple dozen pictures to get the right shot. You know, especially,
and that's the thing.
Especially with like kinky shit.
Yeah, she didn't think about the community, which is fucked because she said, "Oh, I'm getting on OnlyFans because I want to try and normalize these things, and I want to try and bring more eyes to that community and like normalize it." And it's like, so you're gonna fucking scam people?
Just out of touch rich girl shit.
Yeah,
dude.
and so it's fucked because it's like a lot of the people that do this fucking aren't gonna go work now because of fucking Corona, so they're like, okay, I'm gonna fucking have an OnlyFans and try and work from home, or they have fucking kids and all this shit and like bills, and they're desperate.
If your income was counting on getting a $200 or $300 picture sold every couple weeks,
yeah, and now you have to wait a month,
but now you're capped at you're going from 200 to 50 on that one photo. So the only way you could recoup that is to do 4 times as much work.
And now it's like, okay, they can tip $100, but
you'd have to start selling 4 pictures each time.
Exactly. Now you've got to work hard. You have to work harder for less money.
This is just fucked. Like the fucking asshole who said
the Spotify thing.
Yeah, you can't.
It's just like that. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not just like that, but it's the policy-wise, it's fucked up. Like
not to go Marxist like I always do, but fucking this is how capitalism turns us into serfs, man. Just slowly. The money goes to the top, and
it's fucked because
it filters to the top, and they make it.
It's clear that she doesn't care about the community.
She got her $2 million.
Yeah, she was like, "Oh,
That's as good as doing a Disney movie."
She's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna fucking go to OnlyFans. Oh, look, people want to see a famous person naked. No, hey, look at this."
She shouldn't get to keep a dime of that for defrauding them, and OnlyFans needs to reverse their fucking stance on that. They really do, because that's fucked.
And that's the thing. If they are, hopefully they do.
Yeah.
And it's fucked because it's like, yeah, all she did was apologize and be like, sorry, guys.
I hate that.
That's
rich people
all
in this
that happens. You fucking, like, defraud so many people to the point where you make $1 million in a day of fucking fraudulent money.
And then you say, oops.
And then nothing happens.
Oops, sorry.
You stole $1 million.
That's
and nothing happened.
If you do it legally according to capitalism, you're just being a smart business person. You know?
It blows my fucking mind.
It's like Bill Gates and Jeff Bezos are getting richer every day.
I worry about driving, and this girl can fucking defraud $1 million. God damn, dude.
I'm saying, dude.
Fucking America.
We've got way too much reverence for the rich.
I don't think we have enough white guilt in this country. I think we need a little bit more.
And there's people actively fighting against the idea that white people should feel bad about anything.
Which is like, really, dude? You don't think you guys did anything wrong? Like,
I'm kind of stealing content from other podcasters here, but I found through BreadTube a guy named John Doyle, who is like a college freshman, like looks like just a very frail, skinny little boy. You know what I mean? Looks like if he wanted to grow a beard, it would be very patchy and hard to do. Just, you know, big, thick glasses, you know, just. Yeah. And his podcast is called Heck Off Commie. And he's got all this like World War II propaganda around and like old rifles and shit. And his whole thing is just the most hardcore right wing shit that I've heard like ever. Like he talks shit on conservatives for not being conservative enough, and it's you know kind of frightening, man. Like this kid is like college age, and he's sitting here like, I can't believe there's people out here that are addicted to pornography. Pornography should be banned. If you use pornography, you should go to jail. And it's like, what the fuck, man? And then he's like, liberty and freedom and Belle Thorne. It's like, dude.
That guy needs to.
You want me to go to jail for whacking it? Want to say
he needs to bust one nut.
He needs to get
just one.
He needs to get extremely laid several times, and it's just, you know, it all just comes back to he's a religious asshole, and he just wants to impose his will on everybody.
I mean, I feel like people like that. I really do think the cum buildup is what makes them so angry. Like, there's just such
that's a tenet of the Proud Boys. That's like one of their rules. Did you know that?
Hold on, we'll get to that in 1 second.
Yeah.
I feel like it's just this bubbling cauldron of just built up cum and anger from you know the stress of having all that built up cum.
It's fucking bad for you.
You know, it's like they've got a stress
your balls
gland.
are chafing.
Yeah, it's just like your balls feel tight, and then you think it's because of black people, and it's just like, no, you just haven't busted a nut ever.
Or it's because women won't talk to you and you don't know why. It's because you're weird and angry and you have to come.
Exactly. You're weird and angry because your balls hurt because you haven't come in 17 years. It's just like, I don't think black people should have rights.
Oh my
it's
god,
just like,
dude.
What?
No, that's literally a Proud Boys thing. They say you have to stop jacking off. They say you're not really a Proud Boy until you do violence for the cause. It's very fucked up.
Oh yeah,
man.
I've heard that shit.
It's just like if the first step of your club is stop jacking off, you've got your club has way too much control over my life already.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, that's fucking stupid, man. And the desire to be a part of something like that is insane to me, especially to have your list of rules for your group about freedom. You know?
Yeah, right. Like you have a bunch of rules, but we're a group about freedom.
Yeah.
Not like rules. Yeah, not like America rules.
I used to have the same complaints about like punks who would tell me I wasn't punk enough. And shit like
yeah,
that,
we've talked about that. Where I'm like, I don't
have enough patches on my jacket.
Yeah,
and shit.
right.
Like, you know, like okay, yeah, I'm not wearing your rock and roll uniform, bud.
Just
like fucking, I don't.
Oh, I'm wearing just I'm wearing I don't know, a nice button-down shirt. That's not punk.
I just want everything to be. I want everyone to do whatever they want as long as they're not hurting anybody.
Yeah.
That's all it comes down to. Just
there's so much
people.
shit that I just don't care about.
Just don't, you can fuck and post pictures and you can, you know, whatever, dude.
The OnlyFans thing really did get me heated.
That sucks. I hope, you know, and they were talking about that too, that they mentioned something about, there's a lot of alternatives to OnlyFans popping up.
I mean, yeah, there are
more fair.
There are a lot of alternatives.
Some are like sex worker owned and operated. And
yeah, I mean, there's so many like fucking campsites and shit out there.
So hopefully that
hopefully
the market punishes OnlyFans like capitalists would always say it's supposed to happen. But
yeah, exactly. Because then it's like, okay, if OnlyFans disappears, then it's like, okay, then something better will pop up.
Hopefully something comes in to take its place.
It's like you had Friendster, then you had MySpace, now you got Facebook, and now everybody's like, fuck Facebook, I'm going to Twitter.
But you know how like fucking everyone knows what a Kleenex is. Or like people just called every video game Nintendo, like all during the 80s and 90s.
I actually don't remember any of that.
Okay, that was just
because I wasn't born.
Maybe that was just my neighborhood, but
yes.
But you know what I mean? How a brand name becomes ubiquitous, and I feel like.
You mean like PlayStation?
That's kind of the new norm. Yeah, you're kind of right about that. But like OnlyFans is kind of that brand for. Like the amateur porn thing, the self-published porn thing, I mean,
yeah, because they blew up really quickly, but it's like
so it's gonna be hard for another brand to come like it's hard for another brand to come in and be the next Kleenex because they'll always be like
it won't be hard to be the next OnlyFans.
All right, I hope you're right.
I know I'm right. There's no fucking way it's gonna be hard to be the next OnlyFans.
Yeah, hopefully
like if you're like, hey, we're OnlyFans but with way better policies, then
everyone jumps ship.
Then everybody's like, fuck OnlyFans.
Yep.
Because before OnlyFans, do you want to know where sex workers were? Patreon.
Yeah, true.
Exactly. Yeah. And eventually, like, Patreon became a thing, like, full of, like, creatives and stuff. And so there were less... I mean, there's still plenty of, like, sex workers and stuff on Patreon. Yeah. But the amount of people that shifted to OnlyFans, because OnlyFans payouts would be a lot better than Patreon payouts.
Yeah.
They're like, fuck it, we'll go there.
Well... Hopefully that's the trend that keeps going because.
So yeah, that's why I don't. Yes. Here's Nelson, the marketing and stocks expert over here. Next, I'm gonna tell you all about how Bitcoin was a total bubble, and why you should sell, and then tell you the next week to not sell, and then I'm totally gonna sell while before the bubble bursts.
Yeah.
Right on top.
Yeah. And then the FCC calls, and that's the end of IndiCon.
It was like when Jon Stewart fucking grilled that Kramer dude. What's his name? The dude from Mad Money.
Yeah. I saw.
And
I
he
know
was just like, you fucked over so many people
with your stupid fucking
your stupid money advice.
Yeah.
And the guy's like, he's like, no.
Yeah.
You fucked up.
I love all those videos of Jon Stewart. I feel like we keep going back to him.
Yeah, keep going back.
He's a fucking badass though. Like he's a comedian who now just all he does is get in people's faces and talk trash.
He's a dad now.
Yeah, that's like there's that video of like him like smugly like watching Mitch McConnell go in to pass that law for 9/11 first responders or whatever.
Yeah, dude.
And it just beating Mitch McConnell and laughing in his face about it.
That fucking show on CNN that he got canceled.
Yeah.
What was it called? Fucking.
I don't remember.
Fuck.
I know that he had a big thing with Bill O'Reilly one time.
Who hasn't had a thing with? But Ludacris had a thing with Bill O'Reilly.
Yeah, oh my God, that's one of the best things ever. Jesus Christ.
Ludacris will fucking put a Timberland up that dude's ass.
God, we could do a deep dive on Bill O'Reilly. What an amazing slice of history that guy was.
Yeah, we could go straight up some more news on that ass.
Fuck, man. What about Megan Thee Stallion, man? What the fuck? Where have I been?
You haven't heard about Meg, dude?
Fucking.
You don't know?
Dude,
Meg's been doing a lot lately.
I finally watched the Wet Ass Pussy video, and that just fucked my shit up, dude. Like, I knew I was straight, but I didn't know. I didn't know how straight I was. That was fucking.
Oh, shit.
Just out of control, man.
Dude, I mean.
I was on a deep dive last night.
It's like if that's how you felt about that video, there's no way that's the only one you watched.
I was on a deep dive, dude. Fucking.
Man,
it's the confidence, I think. You know what I mean?
Have you seen the video that she has with City Girls?
I think so.
Yeah. They're all twerking on an island.
Yeah. Saw that one. And that's, and then YouTube starts recommending me other like similar just hot ass rappers, and I'm just like, oh my God, this is a thing. This is a genre.
Better Off Young that
Oh my god! So yeah, that's my new thing is hot, strong female hip hop artists. I like got nostalgic. I was like, I haven't heard a Lil Kim song in forever. I looked up Money, Power, Respect with the Locks. That's some fucking real 1993 shit. I think Biggie was still alive when they recorded that one.
Let's take a quick break, and when we get back, we're gonna talk about some more. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna fill Xander in on what Megan Thee Stallion's been doing since he's been out of the loop.
All right. Should I pause this?
We'll be right back.
I know I have a full set of wrenches somewhere, but the ones I keep handy are like these nifty little guitar ones. I'll show you later.
All right.
Yeah. So
we're back.
Yeah, so Megan Thee Stallion, she's fucking incredible. Where did she come from?
She's fucking phenomenal.
Where did she come from? Like, I didn't know this was happening.
It's from Texas.
That's fucking awesome.
It's from Texas.
That makes sense. That everyone in Texas thinks they're the best, and you know what I mean.
Yeah, this is why when we were talking about where we might move, I was like, Texas wouldn't be terrible.
If
they legalized weed.
Yeah,
Texas would be tight,
and we'd have to get to the cities. It'd have to be Houston or Austin.
Yeah, it'd probably be Austin
because rural Texas has the same problem as rural Georgia.
Yeah, exactly. We'd probably live in like one of the cities.
You get out of the city and it's just scary white folks. And
I just love how some people say Texas. Texas.
Yeah,
Texas.
That's fucking...
Yeah, so she came from Texas. I feel like I'm giving like whole Megan Thee Stallion retrospective.
Yeah, that's like what we're... Yeah.
I mean, I don't know that much.
Give me a quick recap, yeah. Well, shit, all I gotta say is she's fucking hot in the video song. And the songs are good. The songs are fucking good. Like
she blew up because she's very hot and just knows how to use it.
Yeah, dude. Jesus Christ.
She can do things with her butt that make people be like, whoa.
I mean, I was on a deep dive with her last night, and let me see.
Well, you're pulling it up right now.
I'm not going to play the music.
You're doing a podcast.
I know, I'm trying to get the actual thing. God, I searched so much bullshit last night.
We can't have that playing in the background.
No, we're not going to play it. I'm just like looking at the actual, like...
You just want to see it?
I just need to... It's not looking at porn. It's...
I got to tell you, this is a weird thing to do.
I just want to remember the name of the artist real quick, dude. I want to give credit where credit's due. There was another one that was really cool. I listened to a lot of fucking bad music last night, too. Yeah, that song with Wale was made... Doja Cat.
Oh, Doja Cat.
Holy shit.
Boy, I got some stuff to tell you about Doja Cat.
Talk to me about that.
Oh,
my God.
Yeah, no, Tia Tamera, yeah, that song's a banger.
Oh, my God.
I got told you that. Yeah, with her and Rico Nasty.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so Doja Cat came under fire because people kind of saw her as like a race traitor. Yeah, I guess that's the way to put it.
Is she not a black girl?
She is.
Okay.
But she like has this weird thing about like undervaluing black men, I guess.
Okay.
Which people did not take kindly to.
So
and she's got and like, you know, just
when you say define undervaluing black men. I feel like that could mean a lot of different things.
Okay, well, she's about to put out a new song called "Niggas Ain't Shit," basically, and it's just like,
isn't that basically what like No Scrubs was though?
Well, anybody can be a scrub.
Yeah.
Yeah. It wasn't just like the song wasn't called "Nigga Scrubs."
Sure.
It was just called Scrubs.
Now.
Which, hilariously enough, is what I did call the black guy on Scrubs. I think I just won podcast.
Yo, yeah.
That was Scrubs, he got nigga Scrubs. Anyway.
Holy shit. I'm just sitting here chewing on my tongue.
It's just
oh my God.
Yeah, that's right. I can say that.
Well, so, I mean, that's fucking funny. I mean,
But yeah, people have been kind of, like, Doja Cat has been like, you know...
It's
like just one of those black
a
girls
race thing, not
just like it's just like
she's
black guys suck, and it's just like, well, that's a weird thing to say.
We've talked about black white supremacists in the past, and that is just a strange thing,
like,
you know.
She's been in these like
Asian
like,
white supremacists,
been in these like weird like white dude chat rooms, just like agreeing with like racist shit and like that
race science shit.
And it's like I'm sure she's had to deal with a lot.
This is like I think Ice Cube posted some fucking Jewish conspiracy shit recently.
Ice Cube needed to log off for a little bit.
Yeah, he was like getting dangerously close to like QAnon territory, and it was like, is this really where we're going with it? Which I guess if you should believe whatever you think is true, I guess.
Yeah.
But you shouldn't be racist.
It's like
if what you believe is true is racism, then you need to be checked and corrected, right?
With Doja Cat, it's like, I don't think I'd want to date somebody like Doja Cat.
Yeah.
But it's like, I don't know, I still like some of her older music because I've listened, like, she previewed, that song "Niggas Ain't Shit" on Instagram, and like, it was just like, this is not. Yeah, pretty much. Like, she had a bunch of bangers, and then got so fucking up her own ass that it was just
it's weird how hatred just doesn't play.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like almost as if like people want to be, celebrating cool things. It's
like
part of why "Wet Ass Pussy" is such a great thing. It's a great song about a good thing.
Yeah, Doja Cat kind of became like a parody of an edgelord.
Yeah,
it is fucking weird.
That's funny. So she's like the alt-right hot chick rapper.
I guess so. That's the thing. I only know so much about like what
that makes me want to fuck her even more. I love the idea that I'd be giving her some kind of fucked up power trip. Like, I got my white guy. Hell yeah. Like, that's kind of funny.
Yeah,
that's
probably.
Really fucking funny. Especially because I'm all like, fucking fuck racism, Black Lives Matter. We just argue about whether or not she's valid as a person. No, you should have rights. You should.
Jeez.
Fuck you, I'm inferior because of my skin color. It's the most insane conversation to have at dinner.
Boy.
It's like foreplay.
Yeah, it's like, again, I'm just going to chew on my tongue over here.
She gets like, so pissed off. She gets so pissed off that I'm not racist that she just wants to fuck it into me.
I'm going to fuck the racism into you.
I'll prove to you how fucking trash
prove to you how bad
N-words
this black
are.
Pussy is. God damn it. Yeah, but with Megan Thee Stallion, so recently she got shot.
What?
In the foot.
Whoa.
By Tory Lanez.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa. Who's Tory Lanez?
Tory Lanez is this short rapper dude. Yeah. He was trying to.
A guy.
Tory Lanez. It's a guy. Yes.
Tough guy.
I'm sure he'd like you to think so.
Yeah, big tough guy with his gun shooting at women. Fuck yeah.
It was like I don't know. It was a whole thing in a car, and like he fired his gun, and she got shot in the foot. I don't know if he shot her on purpose or what happened.
Dude, what the fuck, man?
But yeah, she got shot in the foot and didn't snitch, which was like oh, okay,
that's cool, I guess.
Well, I mean, after a while, she did say, okay, yeah, Tory Lanez fucking shot me.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's good to not go to the cops, I guess, if you're afraid your friend might die, and it was definitely an accident.
Yeah, that was pretty much why. Well, I don't know if it was an accident, but yeah, she was just like, I see what cops do to fucking black guys. I'm not fucking...
Yeah, I mean, that's real. That's very respectable of her.
But yeah, fucking Meg, dude, she's
incredible.
Her and Cardi with the fucking super team up, man.
Yeah.
Cardi!
That's,
Dude, Cardi B is the shit, dude. I don't give a fuck.
Her like interviews with like Bernie Sanders are like, I think we've riffed on that before, but they're like some of my favorite things in the world, dude.
Have you seen those videos where it's just like Cardi B just making noises?
Yeah.
I love it.
Incredible. And just when she's vibing at like NBA games and shit.
Oh,
it's like,
yeah,
this
dude,
is just
all the gifts that come with this shit, just like fucking vibing
at it. Like this is just a person like living their best life.
Just having
like
a good
that's
time.
what that means. And it's like if you look at that,
great.
When you see like these Ben Shapiro and Tucker Carlson videos where they're trying to trash her, it's like, you're an angry white boy in a suit trying to say this beautiful person sucks.
It's like, you're telling me you don't want any of that, is what you're saying? Is that what you're saying, Mr. Shapiro? That none of that is interesting.
You don't think anything going on there is good.
None of you're like, no, all that ass? Oh, that's too much ass. It's messy.
He wants his frigid doctor wife.
See, that's what gets me about Belle Thorne, dude. She's fucking Have you seen Belle Thorne?
And she wasn't. When I looked her up, she wasn't that attractive.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. It's like no, the girls that like a lot of the like the people that have OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Like I'm like. I don't know. I might look into this, you know, because I'm like
so many beautiful women.
I'm like,
in the world,
yo, this is like these women are fucking
yeah,
stacked.
she didn't strike me as like Hollywood hot. You know what I mean?
She's a rigid, tiny lady, and that's what fucking pisses me off about. Like, I went back and watched that show Rock of Love with Bret Michaels, and I'm like, none of these these women are not hot.
Oh,
like,
80s.
It's just no. This show was in like 06.
Well, yeah,
dude.
but that's you got to remember that's a transitional era. You know what I'm saying?
These ladies are just it's just skinny ladies in tiny clothes,
and that's again like this is like I mentioned I've joked about how
what is that?
Sometimes I look up 90s porn because it's that type, because they're all those type of women. You know what I mean? And it's like it's just it's just shifted. In the 70s, it was more full figured women. The 80s and 90s, it was just anorexia, dude. Just straight up anorexia.
Railroad.
Yeah, it was like...
And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that.
I love skinny women, too. But yeah, it's like, I mean, you know, all body types are beautiful, but it's like...
You know me. I need...
Variety.
You gotta have some curves. That's just me.
Yeah, I'm
a thick man.
I'm not gonna kick anybody. I'm not gonna kick anybody out, and I like when they're, you know, when they're like... Just you almost don't feel them, but they're there. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's kind of nice.
I've been there. But like I just.
That's why I think I have to be Pauly because I just want like I'm too like Pokemon mind fucked.
You gotta have your top 6.
I gotta catch them all, baby. It's like God, man. It's like I've got like all these stupid guitars on my wall.
Man.
It's just like
it's
hard to do that with women though. They don't dig it.
I just don't understand. Why Belle Thorne? Why? Fucking what? You got fucking like, wet ass pussy music video.
Right. Who asked you to be a fucking sex rights worker?
Nobody asked her to do it, dude. Yeah. She didn't. She had money. Yeah. It was fine.
You know, and that's literally when you get it to use the excuse that I want to normalize sex work and then to monopolize sex work.
For her to have the fucking gall to think, oh. If I go here, people are going to want to come to OnlyFans if I'm here. It's like, bitch, do you know what some of these people on OnlyFans look like? And you think you're going to fucking change the game.
And to be like, to have that, like, this goes back to like last time when we were talking about platforms, to have a built-in fan base. And then
scam them.
And she's probably extracting fans from other people on OnlyFans by doing so.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I mean? Like, this was a big controversy, and it ended up flopping, which is kind of funny. But when Jack Black was getting on Twitch or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, he had like thousands of followers as soon as it was announced.
Yep.
And it's like, yeah, of course he did, because he's a huge celebrity
getting
into a small scene.
And people want to see Jack Black on Twitch, and then they see Jack Black on Twitch, and they're like,
yeah. If we were hosting a house show and Rivers Cuomo wanted to do an acoustic set, we'd get a lot of Weezer fans here. None of our buddies would have a good time.
I don't know who the fuck these guys are. It's just like
so fucking. It's just it's.
Well, that's why it's like that's why you can see the. You can see the difference between like when famous people are doing streaming, and then when people who fucking came into that like trying to actually do something, like people that are like putting on a show on fucking Twitch, and you just got a famous guy sitting there at his desk, no green screen, because fuck that, I'm only gonna be here once a week, and just fucking playing Fall Guys for a little bit.
Been seeing a lot of that with fucking like. Now that all the news stations are working from home because they don't want to risk Fox News is like the most egregious. They'll like have their people working from home while they're talking about why coronavirus isn't real.
So stupid. But, oh my God, there's fucking idiots.
There's one lady in particular, Judge Janine Shapiro, just out and out fascist authoritarian lady. And she is clearly pounding mimosas and fucking doing it like in her front room where it has the most echo. It's like as if she thinks that's going to make her sound better. And so like now like her segment on Fox News is just drunk lady with reverb. Like
just like, all right, so here's the thing.
Yeah.
So these people, it's hold up.
And it's she definitely.
What these people don't understand is that when we tell them this, they think, oh, so you're just trying to take my dad away, right? Well, who's gonna do that?
Yeah.
Who's gonna give me this? Who's gonna this my that?
She's got big like.
No.
She's got big
and
like.
we say no, black people. No.
Yeah.
And they're like, all right, thank you, Miss Shapiro. And she's
Right,
like,
yeah.
hold on, I'm not done.
Yeah. She's got big. The energy I get watching her segments, like the opening one is usually like you can tell she's had a sip, and then like they cut to commercial and then they come back.
Like,
Well,
are we back? What's happening?
Well, it's like you can tell they come back from commercial and she's like finished the glass and it's
oh,
like,
shit.
Now we were gonna get on the phone. It's just so
Who
bad.
was that lady that everybody made those Rita Repulsa memes about?
Oh God, that's Don Jr.'s girlfriend.
Is that?
Yeah.
Oh fuck, dude.
Yeah. That's
She
some
looks like a
scary
younger
shit.
Melania Trump.
Yeah, well, that's
weird.
conservatives, the party of family values.
They like to fuck people who look like other people in their family.
They didn't bat an eye when Don Jr. divorced his wife earlier in the administration. They just didn't make a big deal about that.
And now his new wife is just, or his new girlfriend's just fucking. At last, I'm at full power.
Oh my God, dude! And they were just coked out of their minds. And it's the thing is like they're dating. They were in the dressing room together before they went out on stage.
Dude.
They did a few bumps together.
Oh, for sure.
And it's just, when you look at Don Jr.'s speech from that same night, and his eye, his nose is red, his eyes are red. He's like glossed it over and just like staring at the camera, like just lasers coming out of his eyes. And you fucking the next day he's like, the lighting made me look bad. That's why I was so sweaty.
Dude,
it's like
no.
you guys, and just like. And he hangs out with Jerry Falwell Jr., who just got kicked out of his fucking job for being a sex pest.
God
all that
damn
shit.
It,
like, all these fucking rich conservative people, they're not that.
No.
Behind closed doors, they're fucking doing blow.
Yeah.
They're fucking strangers. God damn it, dude.
They're doing all the shit that everybody else is doing.
Trump,
but they're just assholes.
Daddy Trump was Epstein's buddy. Let's not fucking bat an eye about that. That's a fucking thing.
That was a whole thing right there.
So you can assume Trump Jr. is at least fucking strangers and at least doing blow with this fucking hot girlfriend of his. And then they just go out and read this insane script. And she's like, America! Like, oh my God, dude, that's so scary. That's not what this country should be. It's not a cult, man.
Goldar comes out from behind.
Yeah.
The Power Rangers.
We will destroy Antifa! Black Lives Matter will be over!
Just a giant fucking explosion out of the ground and fucking Goldar and a bunch of putty men come out.
That's the Republican National Convention.
Dude.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Dude, what if like a full-on Power Rangers fight broke out at the fucking
we were talking
at the
about
RNC.
we were talking about how Mortal Kombat needs to come true, and it's just why not? Power Rangers or Mortal Kombat or something, just something, anything catastrophic, because obviously the virus is bad, but it feels like a precursor to something worse, right? I saw a meme. I don't know if there's any fact to this, but there's something about a fucking asteroid that's going to come.
Oh, yeah. Well, no, that already happened and it missed.
Oh, God. Okay.
Yeah, the asteroid missed.
It's too bad.
Yeah. My bets are on King Ghidorah before anything else.
It's a kick-ass album.
the fucking monster.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm all right with that.
Yeah, I think that's the thing that's going to happen is King Ghidorah is going to happen. We're going to have a monster battle. And then, it's going to destabilize every economy. The world's going to come together to try and defeat them, only to figure out that the only way we can defeat them is by letting go of not only our own personal prejudices, but the prejudices that we have against those who can help us, such as Godzilla. And so once we come to an understanding of Godzilla, he will defeat King Ghidorah and bring peace among the monsters. All right, and then it might fuck up because they might send him to Skull Island with the whole Manifest Destiny thing, and then we got a whole King Kong problem. Yeah. Or we could just be like, all right, thank you, Mr. Zilla, and we all just the world begins to heal, if you will.
And Godzilla is a good plan, and it's unconventional and unscientific, but through the help of the fairies, we could summon Mothra.
Oh, fucking Mothra. That's possible. Yeah. I think there'd have to be a larger communal understanding.
Dude.
I think we'd have to go past the understanding and drop our problems with Godzilla.
Yeah.
I think we'd have to go past that before we get to Mothra.
An easier pill to swallow.
Yeah, exactly. I think the American people and
he's got God in the name.
Yeah,
I mean, it's an easy sell.
Not only the American people, but I think the United Nations would have an easier time signing off on Godzilla. Before we go full on Mothra.
The Godzilla Peace Accord.
Mothra's like the idea. Bernie Sanders of the monsters.
Yeah, the far left monster.
Yeah, exactly. Godzilla, he's right in the middle. He's bipartisan.
Like Joe Biden, yeah.
It works.
Appeals to both sides. Oh my Christ.
And I'm glad I could just take all of that time just to say something that stupid.
That was amazing. I'm in awe of
coffee and vodka, buddy.
That Godzilla riff that we just went on. Yeah, this might be our new cocktail of choice. The cold brew and vodka. Holy shit.
I am jazzed.
Yeah. That's funny. I wrote this as a question, but I think that we've already answered
Did I just answer your question?
I think podcast, I was going to say, how do we get smarter and be funny at the same time?
By doing that.
I think it's just podcasting.
I think we just did.
I think we just fucking... If we
just level up?
If we think of a way to just talk for a couple hours a day, then it's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, I mean...
I just learned so much about Godzilla, man. Oh my God. Did you ever play the Godzilla game on NES?
Yeah.
No, it's trash.
It is.
It's garbage.
Fucking Rampage?
No.
Garbage game.
Rampage was okay.
The game was a piece of shit.
In the arcade, it was pretty fun. Especially
in the
back
arcade,
in the day.
It was fun. You take Rampage home?
When they did the upgrade for like N64, that one was pretty cool. Because especially N64 was like 4 controllers. It was a good party game, you know?
Yeah. That's why I liked it in the arcade.
Yeah. But yeah, on like NES, nah. 8-bit, man.
I miss Pokemon Stadium. That was like one of my favorite N64 games is Pokemon Stadium.
Well, the cool thing is now, like the whole gimmick with Pokemon Stadium was just seeing them in 3D.
I know that's
and now all the games are just in 3D.
Yeah.
So just get a Switch and play. Get a Switch and get Pokemon Shield.
I've been putting off getting a Switch for months.
Let's catch them all, bro.
I need to just do that.
Come on, man. We're gamer internet people.
I know. I need to just buy a Switch because I'm not going to be able to get my PS4 from my brother as much as I want to. He's just always on that shit. Like, I have to wait until the wee hours of the night when both of my brothers are done, using it.
Yeah.
Because my brother Matt won't fucking play me in any games on PS4 because he won't play me in Street Fighter because he thinks he's going to lose. But he won't play me in Street Fighter because he's been beaten so many times in Mortal Kombat and Tekken that he's just like, fuck it, I don't even want to play Street Fighter with you. And so he just won't play.
That's so fucking funny, man.
he just won't do it. Like,
just get better.
I know. I'm like, fucking get good, bitch. He just won't play against me, man.
Damn, we're becoming toxic gamers. Just
get good,
get
bitch.
good, motherfucker. It's not my fault you suck.
Yeah, the only GG I'm here for is good game, all right?
Yeah, man. For real.
Fucking poggers all around.
Poggers.
Yeah.
You were saying that, and I didn't know what the fuck it meant. And I had to Urban Dictionary that shit to feel cool in the chat.
Shit. I'd only heard that word probably a day before.
Yeah. That's definitely new to the vernacular, but it's all good.
Yeah, I heard it. It was like, I'm just gonna say poggers on Twitch because that's what people on Twitch say. I think. I'm normal, please.
Hello, fellow children.
Yes, hello, fellow streamers. Look at my green screen. I am just like you.
I fit in fine.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's... I don't know. I feel like in the long run, it's going to pay off by setting our stream apart by not playing, exactly what everybody's playing. Because everybody's playing Fall Guys and UFC 4 right now.
Yeah.
And...
It's about to be NBA 2K.
It's about... and, I just, yeah, cool, but then it's now when you become a streamer who does that, then you've got to buy every new current game because now people are coming to your stream.
And that's literally the opposite of what I'm trying to do.
Exactly. We're doing the complete opposite of that.
Trying to dust off my old collection.
Yeah, we're playing very old games that are still pretty fucking cool. Shaolin Monks, that game fucking rips,
that's
dude.
Such an underrated kick-ass game. Especially, we need to set up a 2-player with that, man.
Dude,
I've got the PS2. I can get it going. I need to...
if you can get it going, yeah, because I remember my buddy had, the demo of it, and we were just... I think we were camping, and, He had his TV out in the backyard in the tent.
Oh god!
And like we had like a bunch of game demos because like
I had a friend had a fucking birthday party that was like that one time. We set up everything in the backyard and had like game and movie night.
Yeah,
outside.
It was fucking cool. It was interesting. Yeah, but like we took turns going through the fucking Shaolin Monks demo, which is like that whole first level.
Yeah.
And like
I used to love demo discs, dude. That was such a great, it's like when you get a sampler platter, you know what I
mean? Yeah,
you're
like, it's like, wow, okay.
You know what? Yeah, I'll have 3 of each appetizer. Yeah.
But yeah, doing the co-op fucking story mode thing.
Yeah.
It's so dope.
That's fun. I did that one time with like one of my best friends in college, and I did it a second time with a girlfriend, and it was like one of the only games I could get this girl to play was Mortal Kombat and Tekken.
Yeah, dude. You know? I mean, having a co-op story mode really gets people in there because like story mode is like such a it's such a one player fucking it's got this one player stigma to it. So when you're like, oh no, you and a buddy, you guys can do this together.
That's always that's kind of
like it takes the whole take turn aspect out of it because you're both in it. It goes back to like the old arcade thing,
right? Or just like back in the day when playing games with your buddies meant sitting on a couch and chilling, not sitting in front of your computer with your headphones on.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Which either one is valid, or we do both. But exactly. You know what I mean? Both, but it's like I do. There's something I like so much better about just chilling out and fucking, that's what our whole show is, just like having beers and being like
pretty much, except for We Fit Wednesday. That's
when we get serious.
That's when we get real serious.
That's when we get gains.
Yeah, getting those hula hoop gains.
Oh my god, my ass still hurts from that.
Does it?
Fucking.
Oh man.
Oh man, I'm running out of things. So speaking of We Fit, what the fuck are compression pants?
Compression pants. Oh, they're like.
I see like people wearing them. Like what?
Yeah, I actually have a pair.
They're like long johns, but not as long. Like it's
they kind of
keeping your balls warm.
They kind of like, I guess like they hold your muscles in a way so that like if you're pushing it, you're not gonna like feel like you're like about to like fall out of yourself. You know what I mean?
Interesting. Yeah, I guess.
Like,
yeah.
Like one like when I would go running, like like outside, before I started using my treadmill more.
Yeah.
I would wear those, and it's like when you're like going and going and going, and like you like slow down.
You get that fatigue feeling.
Yeah, it's
and
like
they help
it feels like that like expansion in your muscles. I might be wrong.
They like help with the circulation. I guess.
And they just kind of like hold it together so that when you like slow down, you're still good. Yeah, I appreciate them. They come in handy.
Yeah, I got all those basketball shorts, and I don't want to be all white knees all winter long wearing these things. But
that's what I do. Yeah, throw a pair of shorts under them because I don't want people to just look at my bulge while I'm wearing them. Because it's straight up out there, dude.
Yeah.
It's just
all right.
They're like
good to know.
They're comfortable. I actually need to get a new pair before it gets colder. We've talked about so much goddamn shit on this episode.
Yeah. I mean,
talked about fucking marketing, fucking interplanetary fucking creatures, sex workers, beautiful women, not so beautiful women. My depression.
It's hard, man.
And hey. Before we close out, I gotta be serious for a second. If you are depressed, fucking talk to somebody.
Seriously.
Okay, fucking talk to somebody. Don't do what I do, where you sit in a dark room all weekend and be sad, and don't fucking talk to anybody. Well, talk to somebody.
You know what? I'll push back a little bit on that. That sometimes that's the best thing for me when I'm depressed.
Oh yeah, no. Sometimes it helps to like have some time to yourself. But it's like
that was a big failure with my last relationship, was that when I would get sad and needed to be alone like that, she wouldn't give me that.
Yeah. I mean,
she would insist that I needed to talk about it.
It's different for everybody.
If that's how you cope, that's how you should cope.
But don't let it get too much.
And definitely reach out to people.
Yeah. If you feel like it's getting too much and like sitting alone isn't helping, fucking talk to somebody.
If you know you're going into your hole for a few days, maybe let someone know you're going to be in the hole for a few days. And
see, that's my problem. I don't do that enough. I just like I usually let people know after it that it's like,
And it's fine. It's understandable. Like I said, like when your head is playing tricks on you, man, it's okay to not be normal.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
We joke a lot on this podcast, but it's a real thing where you got to understand that it's okay to not be okay.
Yeah, dude. And
it's totally fine.
We do this because we want to make people happy, and we know that it sucks to be sad.
Exactly.
So, it's kind of. I had written this down. It's kind of funny that we're circling over to it, but it's like everything has always been bad. Like always.
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah.
Life is a struggle. Life is a terrible, awful thing.
Oh shit.
But
it's always been bad.
But we make the best of it.
Yeah.
We have a good time. You know, the human spirit is resilience and making it good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like how we've talked about, like the best food is poverty food, right? Like just there's something about a stew.
Because you make the best out of it.
Yeah. There's something about a stew. There's something about fucking
Yeah.
Just the chill moments with your family when even though shit is bad, you've got, a drink that tastes good, a song on the radio, and everything's all right, and just remember that just take any good thing and focus on that.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to do even, and I've literally surrounded myself with things that are fucking awesome, and like my life is objectively great.
I say this,
but I still forget and get bummed out.
I say these things, one, because if it helps anybody, that's fucking awesome. Like if anybody needed to hear, like, hey, dude, you've been dealing with this for like a week. Maybe talk to somebody or something. And also, if anybody hears this, and also to help me feel a little bit more accountable, because it's like if somebody if somebody doesn't hear from me for like a few days, and I don't want anybody to feel weird about it. And it's just like fucking. If somebody wants to ask me, like, hey, you doing okay? I don't want anybody to feel weird about asking me that. You know what I mean?
I'll even say, if you're listening to this podcast, you're a fan of this, and you're depressed about something, hit me up on Twitter.
Yeah,
I'll talk to you.
I'll talk to you.
Why not? It's cool. We're all here to look out for each other.
At Real Xander Cook. Yeah. I'm no therapist. I'm not trained for any of this shit.
No.
But if you need
we've had some times, and we got opinions, damn it.
If you need a good word, and you need some honesty and some positivity in your life, then send us a message. If you're going through it, and
it's a beautiful thing, man.
We'll try and make your day a little bit better.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, that just about wraps up this episode. I don't know when this is going to come out. This might come out sooner than it should. Just because we recorded so close back to back.
That's good,
and I think we're probably going to record again before we
can keep cranking them out. I like when we're in the groove, man. There's nothing wrong with that.
This might be a Wednesday.
I can talk for another hour. I've got plenty of shit written down, but hey, it's all good.
Yeah, we'll save it for the next one.
Yeah, man.
This has been the Indistinct Conversation podcast. I'm Nelson. That's Xander, and
thanks, guys. Love y'all.
Yeah, thanks for watching or listening. Carpe diem, que sera, sera. Check us out on Twitch, twitch.tv/IndiCon Gaming.
Take care of yourselves.
Take care of yourselves.
Love ya. Cool.